Hey guys, today I'm gonna be unboxing this C&O Kamawha, which is a 284 type which is a 284 wheel configuration locomotive. By other railroads, they're more commonly known as Berkshires, like the nickel plate, which is actually what this engine is gonna be replacing in my collection. Because I had a nickel plate, and I know that the number 765, or whichever one's running right now, or that was running recently, is 765, and there's no running Kamawhas. But that PFM is a PFM, was messed around with a lot. Like, they replaced every single screw, and it's just a pain in the butt of shorting. So I took me weeks to get it to run right, and it still didn't run like the engine ran well. Like, I'm not saying the drive didn't work well, but it just didn't go very well on my corners, because I have pretty small corners. I got 24-inch radius. Now, if I could try to get more radius out of it, but I also kind of like how my layout's set up, and it would just be a pain in the butt to try to take everything apart. So, without further ado, let's get to the engine. This locomotive, as you saw, or as you can see now, is manufactured by United Model Company, or United Scale Models. So, I need a little story about why I got this locomotive. So, I was perfectly content. I was going to sell my nickel plate Berkshire and just kind of have a little extra money on the side to, keep, because I've been spending too much money recently, but that's beside the point. But a few weeks ago, I was working on a Southern Pacific B1 with a really good paint job, like professionally weathered. I put a Tsunami 2 decoder in it for someone, and and then the next week I was in Timonium, so that was last week, I think. Yeah, so I was in Timonium, and I was like, I want a Southern Pacific B1, because I like how the engine looked. And then I found one, which is surprising in a show in Maryland. You normally don't find a lot of Union Pacific or Southern Pacific stuff, sorry. And I found that. The same table I found this. Now, the B1 is made by Kamawha, which makes beautiful engines. But there is a problem with pickups, and it has a very solid drive. So I was hesitant, but then when I found this, I was like, I want this. Even if it isn't the high-grade version with the back head and the can motor. I don't care. I'm going to put a can motor in anyway. It just saves me a little time in a motor, but I have a bunch of really good motors, so I'm probably going to I have great motors that I can put into this. But another thing, I'll just unbox this. I'll just take it out of the wrapping as I'm talking. I've seen a bunch of YouTubers who've been saying how United engine, they have these Sam Hogs engines that run great, and they need to replace the gearbox on the United engines with both short line. And I just don't think that they need that unless, every single United engine that I've had, and so has my grandpa, he has a decent amount of United engines. They don't stop working. I have a GS4 from 1958 by PFM. It was built in 1958, and it had a B&O paint job when I got it, but now it's painted the right thing. That thing runs just as good as any modern brass engine, which is surprising. So, Uniteds, I think, are some of the best built locomotives that I have. I have a 5 or 6. Yeah. And most of my locomotives are Japanese, because they're cheaper, and because they an overland version of the Union Pacific Mountain is very expensive, and the Japanese version by Westlight is close to good enough as that one, and I got that one. So here's the locomotive itself. Has a very similar style to the. Has a kind of similar style to the nickel plate. You can see in there, that's the original rubber connector to the motor and the motor and the gearbox. I wonder if it's good. Feels good, and there's no slip in the gearbox. But there's the front, there's the cab. You can see there's a lot of room in there. So what I was thinking about maybe doing is putting a back head in. But I don't know. I don't know if I have one. I have to check my parts bin to see if I have any. But this is the earlier version, which does not have the sound holes. I don't care. I can just. I have a drill press, and that should take care of that. So I'm gonna go. I'll go over to my other room and I'll hook this up. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. And then I can show you how well it runs. Guys, well, now that I have this locomotive on the track, may notice I'm in a little bit of a different position. Normally I'm sitting over there, but I got a new power supply. I don't mind the mess, but I found that power supply. I used it for my G-gauge locomotives. I just, was kind of tired of filming and having that annoying noise in the background, so I just kind of started. So I'll put this locomotive, just give it a little bit of power. Where's that? What the heck? Oh. So it has that noise. I don't know what that is. You can hear it it works perfectly fine. Oh. Little coupler thing got caught. But I'm a little confused why it has that in forward, but nothing in reverse. I think it may just be the motor. I'm gonna put a CAN motor in it. I think it may just kind of be. I just put some normal label lube in there. So that should be good for right now. But later I'm gonna put some molybdenum grease in there, and that should quiet up. But when I put a CAN motor in there, I'm gonna fix it. But right now, I mean, it runs perfectly good if I get it up to speed. It runs really well. Just kind of loud. Right? But you can see it's moving. I mean, the cars are going pretty fast. Just gonna include some little running shots, and then that'll be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. And have a good day and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.